In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the simple 12-step VSL framework that I use to write VSLs that convert as high as 45%. So by the end of the video, you'll have the exact step-by-step process to creating your own high-converting VSLs. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jordan Cantos, and I build marketing systems that bring in warm leads every day so you can close clients every single week. And I build funnels that convert on average 30% to cold traffic. I've added over 10,000 members to a single Facebook group in less than 90 days. And I've helped my clients bring in leads for less than $1. And now that that's out of the way, let's dive in. See, this VSL framework has 12 simple steps. Now, when you're creating your VSL, you want to make sure that it includes most, if not all, of these 12 steps, because each step is designed to help your prospects take that next step of action. But before you even think about writing your VSL, one thing you have to know is that most people won't even watch the video. Or I should say, most people won't even watch the entire video. And most people, in fact, probably won't even get through 50% of the video. So the most important thing you can do is that you want to have all your information or enough information for your prospect or whoever's watching the video to make a decision, to take the next step, to take action before the 50% mark, ideally within a minute. So ideally, when you're writing your VSL, you want to have this first section here all within 90 seconds, because the reality is when somebody's scrolling through Facebook or scrolling through Instagram, they're probably on the toilet, they're making a sandwich, or they're doing something else. So they're distracted. They're not in the mood to watch a VSL. So when you catch their attention, they click your ad, they see your landing page, and then they have to watch another video to understand what it's all about. You want to make sure that you grab their attention quickly and give them that payoff so they can understand what it is, if it's for them, and if they should actually take action on your landing page. So starting off with your hook is really designed to just grab their attention, and you want to make sure that it interrupts them. It's a pattern interrupt, and ideally you have a visual hook, so something that's on screen that's actually showing something and to match what you're saying. And so you can do things like have a big idea. You can use stats and numbers. You can say something controversial. You can leverage the authority of famous people. You can do all of that. And in this video specifically, what I've done is I've leveraged the authority of people who are authority figures, maybe not necessarily in my market, but in who I'm targeting. They're well known. So obviously you see Alex Hormozi, Gary Vee, Grant Cardone. So I leveraged their faces to catch the attention in this video. And the first line that I say is, what do guys like Gary Vee, Alex Hormozi, and Grant Cardone have in common? So already I'm asking a question, I'm engaging with the person listening, and I'm leveraging the authority of people who there are super recognizable. And then the next line is already building some sort of like anticipation or intrigue about what it is. And so I say, whether you like them or not, they've all mastered one thing, and it's what I call the authority funnel. So I'm already labeling what this video is going to be about, what this offer is going to be about. And the person, if they're interested in the authority or the fame or the business that these gentlemen have, they're going to want to know what this authority funnel is. And so that's the hook. And right after the hook, what I move into is a promise. So some sort of promise of the video. And so this could be the offer or a tease of the offer that you're putting out. But essentially, you want to highlight the benefits of what you're promising. And I like to put a timeline on it. So you'll see a lot of people do this, whether it's in ads or VSLs. They put a timeline on their of what they're saying. So in this case, I said, in the next 60 seconds, I'm going to show you exactly what it is, referring to the authority funnel, and how you can install it into your business for free. So you can see that that's like an intrigue, right? I'm giving them the authority funnel, exactly what it is, and I'm going to share with them how they can get it into their business for free. So that ideally, we want to make sure that they're hooked in. We give them the promise so that they can at least get to the first call to action in the video. And when I talk about the benefits, I say something like this. This is what I wrote in this VSL. But so if you want to become the go-to person in your space and have a predictable system that generates new clients on demand without having to rely on the algorithms, going viral, or spending a fortune on paid ads, then listen up. Now, in this case, I talk about the benefits of, being the go-to person in your space, having a predictable system that generates clients on demand. And then I also go into the pain points. People who, they're sick of just creating content, relying on the algorithms, not really getting much traction, or thinking they have to go viral, or they maybe have spent a ton of money on paid ads and it just hasn't worked out. So I leverage the benefit with the promise and also throw in some of the pain points here. So by the first, 15 seconds into the video, they're already kind of hooked into wanting to get this authority funnel. Now, I see the next step is seeding some results. So a lot of people go really here, like the Cole Gordon style videos, they'll go right into here's all the results that I've done. Check out this client, check out this client, check out this client, which is not bad, right? I think that it does showcase that you do have results and it does work. But what I like to do here is kind of get to the point because I think people just they're like, yeah, 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 whatever. I just tell me what it is. I want to know. So right, instead of just kind of blasting all these client results for 3, 4 minutes, what I do is you can seed the results. So in my case, another thing is I can't really leverage a lot of my clients' results. The main reason is because a lot of my clients, the funnels that I built for them are still live. The offers that we're running are still active. So, out of respect for my clients, I can't really share the offers that they're doing. I can't really showcase the funnels that are live. And I can't really, use them as case studies right now until we've kind of closed that funnel or whatever the case is, because I just respect my clients and I'm so involved with their businesses. I go deep into really becoming almost like a CMO in their business that I can't really, I don't have a lot of like hard numbers or screenshots or different things like that I can actually leverage. So in this case, what I've done is I see the results and I say, for the last few years, I've been the guy behind the scenes working with 6 and 7 figure coaches, course creators, and entrepreneurs, and I've helped them build out their content and marketing systems. So, what does that say? Okay, I've been doing it for years. I've worked with 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs and what I do. So, it kind of reconfirms who I am and what I do in a way without having to necessarily have all these screenshots, have all this social proof that works, even if you don't have a ton of social proof. So, obviously, if you had some screenshots, obviously, if you had some stats that you could share, then I think it would be beneficial to throw in some here. But personally, I just don't like watching the videos and the VSLs that have just a ton of like case study, case study, case study, case study. After that, after you see the results, then you want to really dive into straight what it is, what you're giving them. So, really, in this case, you're not really going into what it is in terms of the features, and you've heard this before, focus on the benefits, not the features. You can see here, I won't read everything here, but I say it's a perfect blend between content and paid advertising that scales offers quickly while building a strong personal brand. So that's what it does, right? It's what it is the benefit. It's a perfect blend between content and paid advertising that can scale offers quickly and build your personal brand. It's a system designed to give you leads every day and establish the trust you need to turn them into paying clients. So the literally I've just talked about benefits up until now, and then this is the first time where I introduce the actual what of how they get it. So I say in this workshop, I'm going to reveal the entire funnel for the first time ever, and I'm going to give you the exact framework so you can install it into your business and start building authority and generating more clients. So that's the first time they ever know and they find out how we're getting into it. But we're also probably only a 45 seconds to a minute in at this point. So if they've bought into the hook, they've stayed for the promise, they now found out what it is. And here is where I throw in a little bit of calling out your ideal client, so your ICP. So I say, so if you're a coach, course creator, or entrepreneur who has a service or program to sell, and you're sick of wasting time and spending all your marketing budget without getting any great results, then I invite you to register for the workshop now. So this is a mix of who it's for with the call to action. But again, diving into the pain points, calling out who it is. So you really want to know who you're targeting, who your ICP is, because the more you can drill into the messaging behind that, the more they're going to buy in. And now we're probably less than 90 seconds in, and they know they've got the hook, you've got your promise, you've seeded results, you've shared what it is, and you've already had a call to action. So by this point, if you want to really half-ass your VSL, that's really all you need for somebody to take action. But most people, and a lot of people, I should say, they want more information before making a decision. So this is where you can really dive into a lot more of the background, what it is, diving into more social proof if you have some. So we'll dive into that. But before we get into that, if you want help or if you want me to look over your funnel or you want help designing a funnel or building out your next funnel and setting up paid ads to get results like I talked about, converting at 30% or more, then all you got to do is just DM me. You've probably got access to this video through Messenger or IG So just go back to our chat, send me the word funnel, and I'll know you watch this video. And yeah, we can chat and see if it's a good fit. If it is, we'll jump on a quick call and really I'll get to know what funnels you are. I can diagnose your funnels, look at the bottlenecks, and give you some feedback right away. And if you want help implementing that feedback, then we can look to work together. And if not, no worries. I'm here to help and give you some value. So just wanted to add that in here. Now, diving into I guess, the second half or the second part of the VSL. Now, you really want to put in a differentiator. So the differentiator really is, why is this different? So everybody's been to a workshop, everybody's been to a webinar, everybody's downloaded the thing. Why is yours any different? So in this case, what I had said is, instead of really sharing like, hey, this is new, this is different, what I said is, you've gotten information in the past, but the information you got was incomplete. So in this, what I said was, the truth is, you're only getting half the picture. All the other stuff that makes a funnel and makes a marketing actually work is all the technical aspects and the actual application into your business. And so I'd call out what everybody else is saying it's just general, basically jargon, and it doesn't really apply to their specific situation. And so that's why this is different, because I'm going to be sharing how you can apply this specific thing to your business, breaking it down for you so you can install it into your business. And then I really go into the why it works. So they've now understood this is going to be different. Why does this even work? You can read here. I say it breaks down. There's 3 stages to every funnel: attention, education, and conversion. And then I say the reason why this works is because it stacks all those three into one phase so that you hit them, you get attention, you educate people and nurture them, and you convert them all at the same time. So that's why it works. Now I dive into the mistakes again. So these are the pain points, the mistakes that they've made. And what I wrote here was essentially saying what they've already done, right? What most people do is they read books, they take the courses, and they try and copy what the big guys are doing. And chances are you're spinning your tires, frustrated, and wondering why it's not working. Now, honestly, looking back at this, I still got a great conversion rate, right? 45% conversion rate on this funnel to cold traffic. I'm super happy with that. But I probably could have done a better job here of really diving into the pain points, of really going into, you've probably spent hours creating content, wasting money on video editors, wasting money on agencies, all that kind of stuff, like diving into what they've already tried that hasn't worked in the past. I probably could have done that here a little bit better, but again, you don't, it doesn't have to be perfect to work. You just have to, the best thing to do is just to write something, finalize it, get it out there, test it, and then make some iterations and edits as you go along. After I've done the mistakes, this is where I put in the credibility. This is where I put in the experience. This is where I put in who I am after everything. Why? Because the video is not for me. It's not about me. It's about the person watching the video. And I've already seeded some of the results that I've gotten. If your video is done well, you've got good branding, your funnel is designed well, your authority is already established by the branding. Now, I always use the example that it's like a gift, right? You can have a mediocre gift, but if it's presented to you well, if the story is told well, when somebody's giving you a mediocre gift, you actually value that gift more. So that's how I look at your branding, your funnel, everything that leads up to it, your ads. If it's designed well, if it's professionally done, then your authority is actually built pretty well with that alone. So I leave the who am I, what have I done, all that stuff to the very end. And so this is where I put in all the stats, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, which was the 30% conversion rates, the funnels I built out, et cetera, et cetera. I put that at the end. And then once I'm done with that, that's when I add in the call to action. It's just super simple, clear. And I say, actually, what I did here was I actually called out the fact that they were at the end of the video because I think this was a 4 minute video and most people won't even get to 4 minutes. So I said something like, so if you're still watching this, you're probably somebody who needs a lot of information before you make a decision, or you're just sick of wasting your time watching webinars and different workshops and things like that. So what I can guarantee you is this, is I'm not going to give you any fluff during this workshop. So what I did there is I just give them a little nod to the fact that they're still watching. Doesn't really make or break the video, but just to kind of get their attention once more, saying, hey, if you're still watching this video, then you're probably somebody who XYZ. And so that segues into the final call to action, which was super short and simple. That just said, so click the button below and grab your spot now, and I'll see you there. And I had the button pop up on the screen to show them to register now. So that is the full breakdown of the VSL. Like I said, if you want my help to craft your own VSL or just like take a look at your funnel, you want me to just diagnose and look at if there's any bottlenecks or any tweaks that you can adjust to optimize your funnel better, I'd be happy to take a look. Again, message me the word funnel and hopefully we'll chat soon. If not, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm excited to be making more of these, something that I plan on doing more of and just creating more content. So enjoy, and we'll see you next time.